Come in. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Erica.
Hi.
Nice to see you
Again, right. Have a seat. So, how have you been doing since our last visit?
Well, I have to say, I have been feeling great. I have
Great,
really
good.
been feeling great. I just feel like that I have the strength to tackle what I need to do, and I feel like I made some progress, and I'm like trying to get on my game. You know what I mean?
Good. Yes. That's such great news. All right. I guess just the purpose of this meeting is to kind of do a recap of our last visit.
Okay.
I referred you to AA meetings. Have you been going to those?
I have. I've attended 5 AA meetings already since last week.
Great.
And I think that they're really great, and they're really something that I needed to do.
Right.
And I was really scared when I went the first time, and I am still scared. You know what I mean? It's a challenge, and I need to. But I've been facing that challenge every day, and I wake up every day, and every day I have less and less desire to drink, and every day I have more and more desire to push forward.
Good. Oh, that's great. That is so great to hear. And you know, and that's also another support that has been opened up to you. So
I can't.
Okay. And the parenting classes. Have you attended those as well?
I did. I've attended those. I got two of those. I called and I went on Tuesdays and Thursday, and they were fine as well. Yeah, they were fine as well.
Great.
They were very nice there.
Oh, good. Did you learn any useful tips or strategies that you can utilize in your own parenting style?
I did. We were talking about problems and how you address situations, whether they're big or small, immediately when they happen instead of putting them off. And I know that was something that I did because of the drinking and stuff like that.
Right.
I would put them off, and I either wouldn't address them, or when I did address them, I addressed everything at one time, and it was such a big conglomeration of confusion that nothing was ever resolved anyway. Or the other extreme was I just let it go, and so I know that it makes better sense to tackle everything, big or small, that comes along when it comes along, and get it out of the way.
Absolutely.
So then that way it doesn't feel like I'm weighed down with baggage.
Right, bombarded. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's great. That's great. I'm so glad.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. One step further. That's all I keep saying. One step at a time.
And that's what this whole process is too. You know, tackling one thing at a time, and to reach your goal.
Right.
So, okay, and I just want you to take a look at it. I want you to see the results of your drug test. And I would like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
It was negative for all illegal substances.
Yes, to myself.
Right, there you go. I just wanted you to see that.
I know that I didn't do anything, but to see it
right
is a whole different story.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I was never on the drug thing, but the alcohol got kind of good to me. And
right.
So, yeah. So, I have no problem with doing it, and I will do it every day if I have to. I just need to see those kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, stick that back in your file. Okay, and I know we had talked a little bit last meeting about transportation. How is that working for you?
Well, being that it's so cold, I was able to talk to my sister, and she gave me the money to get the car inspected.
Okay.
So I went and got the car inspected, and it does need new tires, but he passed it, and he said I need to get new tires as soon as I can. So I said, okay, so with the weather being the way that it is out there now, I'm really not driving around too much. I just figured I'd use it to where I need to go. And because it was kind of cold, standing and waiting or at the bus stop and all those things, and then having to walk from the bus stop to the house and all that. So, yeah, I just figured I better get it done. And guess what I did?
What?
I I redid my resume, okay, and I have a schedule. I have a job interview scheduled.
Oh, great!
Yeah, it's for a really it's for a really great company, and I figured with the car and everything I could go. And if I get that job and everything, then I don't have it'd be less burden for the less financial burden and everything.
Right, right.
And I called and to file for child support
Oh, okay.
for the girls.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know if me not having them is going to affect that or whatever, but I did call for child support for the girls, so they're looking at the last place that I known address that I knew that, you know, John had, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that would work. They may actually just postpone it and
Well, that's
till you
okay,
get your
but at least
children
I have the
back.
paperwork in
Right,
place.
and because it takes a while.
And at least if they talk to him, they'll know that this is a serious matter, and he's
Right.
going to have to step up because it's been over a year and a half that I haven't got anything from him. He hasn't even called to see, you know, happy birthday, nothing.
Oh,
Not even his parents.
yeah,
So, you know, it is what it is, but that's okay.
right.
Because if they have one good parent, it's better than two bad ones.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay, just to go back a little bit, you had said that your sister gave you money.
yeah.
Now, I know our last meeting you said about your support system, that everyone kind of has their own lives. I mean, has that changed? Have you been getting more support from family or?
I had to
one
tell them what
friend?
happened, of course. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I did that, and they, you know, they apologized. But I mean, it's not anybody's fault. You know, them not being there wasn't the fault that happened. It was just bad choices and circumstances all rolled into one.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming anybody for it, but my sister has kind of stepped up to the plate. You know what I mean? She
Oh,
calls
okay.
and asks how I'm doing. She calls and asks, you know, if there's anything that she can do for me. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? And
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Right.
You know, but I'm not depending on her either. You know, and
Right.
I appreciate her support, and I'm going to use it for the feeling it gives me, not necessarily for what she's going to give me.
Right.
But the one thing I did do was I talked to my friend, and we rekindled our friendship. You know, good friends are, if you don't talk to each other for forever, you're still that same good friend when you come back.
Absolutely.
So I asked her if I can go to church with her, and I did.
Oh, good.
And so I went to church with her, and the church does have a need for a part-time secretary.
Oh, okay.
And although that's a little bit out of my range, you know, I wasn't a secretary before I had secretaries, but that I didn't know whether I'd even be able to type because I'm like a one-finger plunker. But
Yeah.
but it didn't require a whole bunch. So next week I'm going to start with there 2 days a week.
Oh, okay.
And then see if they have a need for anything else. And I'm just going to be like the secretary, just answer the telephone and like get the stuff together on a computer for the bulletins and the newsletters that they send.
Oh, okay, great.
So that's a positive thing. I know it's
Right,
not a lot,
absolutely.
but it's a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
And it'll make me feel better, and it'll occupy some of my time.
Right.
You know, I went home and figured if I was cleaning up my life, I better clean up my house. And even though it wasn't really dirty, but I'm saying I went and I threw out all of the things that didn't fit and all the things that did. And I saw what I had, you know, what I could wear to work and what I, you know, needed. And I made a list, went through the kids' stuff. So now I'm going through toys.
Right.
So, you know,
geez.
yeah. So
Yeah, I know
figured-
how that is.
So I figured they might not remember what they had when they came back.
Right.
So I won't have to worry about hearing them
No,
not having
no.
enough.
Yeah, right.
So I'm hoping that's the thing. But anyway, I'm doing my spring cleaning even though it's a little early.
Right. Hey, it's never too early.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. And I kind of, even with you saying about the spring cleaning, that actually kind of goes along with what we're doing here too. Kind of like just
Right.
cleaning out the things that are not
Exactly.
necessary, throwing away the garbage.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
and focusing on what you have and what you need to do, and
Yeah, even
go
though I
from
wasn't
there.
dirty, I had some garbage.
right. Absolutely. Well, I'm amazed at your progress, and I'm just happy
Thank
that
you.
everything is working out for you, and you know, you're determined to get your children back. And,
I am.
and you can tell that you're working hard, you know, to accomplish that. I wanted to say too that I actually have to contact CYF to set up visitation for you, and we have everything set. You're attending your AA meetings.
Yes.
You're having, so far, clean drug test
Right.
results. You're going to your parenting classes.
Right.
And the transportation you no longer need
No.
And you actually have your own vehicle, which is great. So how do you feel about your progress so far?
I feel that I've done everything. Well, I feel that I've done a lot more than I've done in a long, long time. And I feel that has made me a stronger person, and that I'm more determined now than I ever was to get something done in my life. So
Good.
usually when that happens, I can move forward.
Right, great.
And so I am, I'm going to do that.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Okay, I guess we can schedule our next appointment.
Good. Okay.
And like I said, I'm going to get in contact with CYF
Okay.
to get the visitation set up.
Okay.
And I guess that's it for this meeting.
All right.
Alrighty, great.
Okay, great. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
you're welcome.
And you'll let me know when I can go visit the kids,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right,
Erica.
thank you.
I appreciate it. And let me tell you, you just don't know how much your words meant to me, because all I keep hearing in my head is when you told me last time, I told you my kids deserved better than that, and you told me that I did.
Absolutely.
And that has been what's been driving me. So can I
Oh,
hug?
great, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next week.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Pause it. Okay, so this was the assessment interview, and basically I just did a recap of our last meeting. And that's just to see how things were going and if everything was working out well for her. I also had asked her to tell me a little bit about what she has learned from the parenting classes and the AA meetings, and to see if she, had found anything useful that she can use in her own personal life. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that we were still on the same page as far as her goals and all the steps that she has to go through in order to achieve her goal. I just wanted to make sure she understood what she needed to do and to make sure she was doing it. The skills that I had used were eye contact, active listening, empathy, and I also used reflection. I reflected my client's words to show her that I understand and that I am listening, and just to make sure that I have all the information correct. The next meeting will be the interview or the intervention process, where then I'm going to also do a follow-up to make sure everything is still going smoothly. I'm actually going to contact, I'm going to have her sign a release of information form, and I'm going to contact the counselors from the AA meetings and the teachers from the parenting class, just to see her progress there, in their own words. And I'm going to make sure that she's aware, again, of her supports that are available to her at any time. And I'm going to go over her, seek any questions or concerns that she's having, being that we only have a few meetings left. So that will be for the intervention stage. All right, thank you.